Hello friends, I am Mr. Narendra Jangle from Gokhale Education Society's R.M. Bhatt High School, Parel. Welcome students. Today we shall be studying class 10th Mathematics Part 2 first chapter Similarity. From that chapter we are going to study practice set 1.2. So let us see practice set 1.2. It is based on the properties of basic proportionality theorem. In triangle ABC, if PQ parallel AC, then AP by PB is equal to QC by PQ. This is basic proportionality theorem. Second, converse of basic proportionality theorem. If line divides two sides in the same ratio, then it is parallel to third side. So if PS upon SQ is equal to PT upon TR, then we can write ST parallel QR. So in this way, basic proportionality theorem we can use. Now next property is angle bisector property of triangle. If in triangle ABC, BD bisect angle ABC, then by angle bisector property we can write AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. And last property of three parallel lines and their transversal. If line AX parallel line BY parallel line CZ, then by property of three parallel lines we can write AB upon BC is equal to XY upon YZ. Hello friends, let us see practice set 1.2 from similarity. Here the first sum is given below are some triangles and lengths of line segments. Identify in which figures ray PM is bisector of angle QPR. That means here some figures are given and lengths of some line segments are given, and we have to decide whether that ray PM in each figure either bisect that angle QPR or not. So how to decide? You know that angle bisector property of a triangle. According to that angle bisector property of triangle, if we consider this triangle PQR, if this PM bisect angle P, then according to angle bisector property, what we can write? This PQ by PR is equal to QM by MR. So here we have to do converse of that property. We have to use converse of that property. Find these ratios are whether these ratios are equal or not. If these ratios means PQ upon PR, this is the first ratio. Find this ratio. So in figure or in triangle PQR, in triangle PQR, find first ratio PQ upon PR. The values are given 7 by 3. This is our statement number 1. If PQ upon PR is equal to QM upon MR, then we can write by angle bisector theorem or angle bisector property of triangle, this PM bisect angle QPR. So check whether the ratios are equal or not. Here we get the first ratio. Now let us see second ratio, QM upon MR. So it is 3.5 divided by 1.5. Cancel the decimal places. Here 35 divided by 15. So 5 7s are 35 and 5 3s are 15. Here we get 5 3s are 15 and 5 7s are 7 by 3. So this is second. Therefore, from 1 and 2, what we can write? From 1 and 2, this ratio PQ upon PR is equal to QM upon MR, and if these ratios are equal, therefore ray PM bisect angle QPR. And reason, what is the reason? Angle bisector property of triangle. Angle bisector property of triangle. So in this way, using angle bisector property of triangle, we can decide whether this PM bisect angle QPR. So in first figure it bisect because both the ratios are equal. Now let us see the second sum. In second sum, this PM, we have to decide whether PM bisect angle QPR or not. So again, here we have to find the two ratios PQ by PR and this QM by MR. If both the ratios are equal, then we can write PM bisect angle QPR. Otherwise, it is not bisector of that angle. So first find the ratio from figure or in triangle PQR. This first ratio is PQ by PR is equal to 10 divided by 7. This is statement number 1. And second ratio QM upon MR is equal to 8 upon 6 is equal to 2 4s, 2 3s. So both the ratios are not equal. Therefore, from 1 and 2, what is our conclusion? Both the ratios are equal or not? These are not equal. So we can write PQ by PR is not equal to QM upon MR. And remember, if these ratios are equal, then only that PM bisect angle QPR. Therefore, ray PM. So what is our conclusion? Does not bisect angle QPR. Again write the property. Property of angle bisector of triangle. So in this way we can solve these two sums. Means question number 1, in which we have to decide whether this ray PM bisect angle Q. So friends, let us see second sum. In this second sum, in triangle PQR, this one is R. In triangle PQR, some sides are given PM 15, PQ 25, PR 20, NR 8. Then state whether this line NM is parallel to PQ. We have to check whether this line is parallel or not. Whenever we have to check whether the line is parallel to the side, we have to use converse of basic proportionality theorem. So by converse, what is the converse? If this line MN divides these two sides in the same ratio, means PN by NR and PM by MQ, these two ratios are equal, then this NM is parallel to QR by basic converse of basic proportionality theorem. So first we have to find these ratios. Now here the value of PN is not given. PR is given, NR is given, so we can find the value of PN. So our first step is here PQ, segment PQ. Sorry, this is PR, not a PQ. PR. PR can be written as PN plus NR. Here we use segment addition property. So this is the segment addition property. This PR is Pn plus Nr. Now substitute the value. PR is 20. Pn is not given and Nr is 8. And therefore Pn is equal to 20 and this minus 8. So we get Pn is equal to 12. And therefore find the ratio of Pn by Nr. Pn upon Nr. This first ratio is equal to 12 divided by Nr is 8. That means 4 3s are and 4 2s are 3 by 2. So this is our statement number 1. Pn upon Nr, this ratio is 3 by 2. Now second step, use this side. This PQ, similarly we can write PQ is equal to Pm plus MQ. Now which sides are given? PQ 25. Pm is not given. Pm is given 15 and find MQ here. Therefore MQ is equal to this 25 minus this 15. So we get MQ is equal to 25 minus 15 means 10. Then we get the ratio of this Pm by MQ in this figure. Pm by MQ, second ratio. So the second ratio Pm upon MQ. So Pm is given 15 and MQ we get 10. So 5 3s are and 5 2s are. It is 3 by 2 again. If we observe 1, this Pn by Nr is 3 by 2. Pm by, so from third statement, from 1 and 2, from statement 1 and statement 2, what we get? This ratio Pn upon Nr, it is 3 by 2 is equal to Pm upon MQ, it is 3 by 2. And when these two ratios are equal, that means by converse of BPT, if this line divides the two sides in same ratio, Pn by Nr is equal to Pm by MQ, then by converse this Nm is parallel to QR. Then what we can write? Therefore this Nm parallel side QR and reason converse of basic proportionality theorem, converse of BPT. So in this way we can check whether the given line is parallel to the given side. So here this is second sum. Now let us see third sum. In this third sum, what is given? In triangle MNP, this is triangle MNP, NQ is a bisector of angle N. Whenever bisector is given, we have to use angle bisector property of triangle. And the segments are given. MN is equal to 5, Pn is equal to 7 and MQ is equal to 2.5. Find QP. So directly we can use the property of angle bisector of a triangle. So how to write? In triangle MNP, which ratios are equal? By property of angle bisector, the side opposite to that angle is divided into two parts. ratio of these two parts is equal to ratio of the remaining sides, means mn upon pn. So here first ratio is mn upon pn is equal to qm upon qp, and reason angle bisector property of triangle. So we have to write this reason. Now substitute the value. Mn is 5 divided by 7 is equal to qm is 2.5 divided by this qp. Now simplify. By cross multiplication, 5 multiplied by qp is equal to 2.5 multiplied by 7, and therefore qp is equal to 2.5 multiplied by 7 and divided by this 5. So here simplify, 5 1s, 5 5s means 0.5. So 0.5 into 7. So we get 7 5s 35 and 1 decimal 3.5. So we get qp is equal to 3.5. So in this way we can use this angle bisector property of a triangle. So here that angle bisector property of triangle is used. Now let us see next sum, fourth sum. In fourth sum we have to prove something. So here it is the fourth sum. From figure, what is given in figure? In triangle ABC, this P is on side AB and Q is on side PQ. Angle APQ is 60 degree and angle ABC is also 60 degree. Then prove that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. So here first write given. Whenever prove that, show that is there, we have to write given. In triangle ABC, angle APQ is equal to angle ABC is equal to 60 degree. Then what we have to prove? To prove AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Now proof. This first point PQ and BC, these are two lines, PQ and BC, these are two lines are intersected by side AB. Then angle APQ is congruent to angle APC. Reason each of 60 degree. But these angles are congruent. Which type of this angle? Corresponding angles. So by corresponding angle test, these two lines are parallel. Therefore, PQ parallel BC, this corresponding angle test. By corresponding angle test, if one pair of corresponding angle congruent, then the lines are parallel. And if PQ parallel BC, then second thing, in triangle ABC, what we prove? PQ parallel BC. Here we can write prove. Therefore, by basic proportionality theorem, what we can write? If this PQ is parallel to BC, then by basic proportionality theorem, AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC is proved. So we can write AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. Reason, basic proportionality theorem. So in this way, easily we can prove this AP by PB is equal to AQ by QC using the property of parallel lines, corresponding angles, and the basic proportionality theorem. So let us see next. Now here it is the fifth sum from practice set 1.2. Here we have to use the property of three parallel line. If we observe that figure, what is given? In trapezium ABCD, trapezium means if only one pair of opposite side is parallel, yani here AB parallel DC, then we can say it is a trapezium. Now here in this figure, what is given? Side AB parallel PQ parallel DC, means three parallel lines are given. Then the property of three parallel line and their transversal, what we can write? AP by PD is equal to BQ by QC, and values of some segments are given. Directly use that property. So how to write the answer? In figure, what is given? Side AB parallel side PQ parallel side DC. Therefore, by property of three parallel lines, what we can write? AP upon PD is equal to BQ upon QC, and write the reason. Property of three parallel lines and their transversal. So this is the property of the three parallel lines and their transversal. Now substitute the values. Here AP is given 15. PD is 12 is equal to BQ is not given, that we have to find, upon QC is 14. Now by cross multiplication, here we get 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. So 4 into BQ. Next step is 4 into this BQ by cross multiplication is equal to 5 into 14. So BQ becomes this 5 into 14 divided by this 4. 2 2s are 2 7s are. So BQ equals 7 5s are 35 divided by 2. So we get BQ equals 17.5. So in this way we can find the BQ using the property of three parallel lines. So here in this sum we use that property. These are the applications of that previous properties. Now let us see next sum. Students, here it is the ninth sum. In this sum, this BD bisect ABC is already given. Then whenever the bisector is given, we have to use angle bisector property, and the length of some segments are given. So directly use the property in triangle ABC. So which ratios are equal? This AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC by angle bisector property of triangle. So directly we can write AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC, but reason must be there. The reason is angle bisector property of triangle. Now substitute the value. AB is given x. AB is equal to x divided by BC is x plus 5 is equal to AD is x minus 2 and it is x plus 2 from figure. or we can write given from figure or given. Now by cross multiplication, x into x plus 2, this is the first cross multiplication, is equal to this second, x plus 5 into x minus 2. Now open the brackets, multiply by this x to the whole bracket, x into x, we get x square plus x into 2 is 2x is equal to, here multiplied by x into x is x square minus 2x plus 5x and minus 5 to the 10. Multiply by x first to the whole bracket and then multiplied by 5. So we get this one. Now this x square and x square from both sides get cancelled. So we get 2x is equal to this minus 2x and plus 5x. We get 3x minus 10. Therefore 2x and this 3x becomes minus 3x is equal to minus 10. 2x minus 3x is minus x is equal to minus 10. Therefore x is equal to 10. So here we have to find the value of x only. We can find the perimeter of that triangle ABC also. Perimeter means find the length of three sides. The additional sum may be asked. Find the perimeter. Substitute the value of x. So AB is equal to x. Here it is x plus 15. It means 10. 10 plus 15. 10 minus 2, 8. 10 plus 2, 12. And then add all this, we get the perimeter. So we can find the perimeter also. So perimeter may be asked in such sums. So here we get the value of x using that angle bisector property of triangle. Now let us see last sum from this practice set 1.2. Friends, here it is the last sum from practice set 1.2. In triangle ABC, figure is not given, only that statement is given. In triangle ABC, ray BD bisect angle ABC and ray CE bisect angle ACB. If AB congruent AC, then prove that ED parallel BC. So in such sums, first we have to draw the figure. So here we drawn the figure, triangle ABC. Here it is triangle ABC. Now according to the given, this BD bisect angle ABC. BD is the bisector. CE is the bisector of angle ACB. And what we have to prove? This DE or ED is parallel to BC. So first write the given. In triangle ABC, ray BD bisect angle ABC, that is the first one, and ray CE bisect angle ACB, that is second part. Now what we have to prove? This ED parallel BC. You know, whenever we have to prove one side is parallel to the second one, you know we have to use which theorem? Converse of BPT. So first use that angle bisector property because angle bisectors are given. So let us see first point. In triangle ABC, what is given? Ray BD bisect angle ABC. Therefore, use angle bisector property here. AB upon BC. AB upon BC is equal to AD upon DC. This is statement number 1. And reason, angle bisector property of triangle. Angle bisector property of triangle. Now use same property for angle C. Second step, in triangle ABC, what is given? Ray CE bisect angle ACB. Therefore, by angle bisector property, what we can write? AC upon BC is equal to AE upon EB. This is second. Same reason, angle bisector property of triangle. Same reason. Now if we observe 1 and 2, left hand side of 1 and 2, AB by BC is equal to AC by BC. But what is given in figure? Segment AB congruent segment AC, that is given. AB and AC are congruent. So if you observe this left hand side, AB by BC, denominators are same and numerators are also equal. So both the ratios becomes equal. Therefore, from 1 and 2, 1, 2 and 3, this is 3. From 1 to 3, what we can write? AB upon BC. This ratio is equal to AC upon BC. Reason, from 1, 2 and 3. So from 1 to 3 we get these ratios are equal. But from 1 and 2, AB by BC, the value of this is nothing but AD by DC. So substitute this value. AD upon DC is equal to AC by BC. Instead of what we can substitute? AE upon EB. From 1 and 2. Now if we observe triangle ABC, in this triangle ABC, this ratio AD by DC is equal to AE by EB. So by converse, ED is parallel to BC. Now last point, fourth point, in triangle ABC, AD by DC is equal to AE by EB. Here we can write the reason proved. And therefore, by converse, what we can write? ED parallel BC, reason converse of basic proportionality theorem. So by converse of BPT, we can prove this side is parallel to that third side. So in this way, here we completed this practice set 1.2. Dear students, if you have any doubt in this practice set or you need more sums from this practice set, then write in the comment box. I will try to give more sums. If you like my video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel and share this video to your friends also. Thank you.